West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the...
It's week 13 of the NFL, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He had
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
what now?
Carr going to throw right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Hooker's going to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd down and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. first catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Carr to throw. There's Chris Olave. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here at 14 yards. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Williams to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Lions at 7 and 4 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion, right one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Williams. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gibbs straight ahead. Fighting through at the 25. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. What's up?
From the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
The Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake. Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, it's Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. That is Carr. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Touchdown! Jerome Johnson, 26 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before half for Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a visiting line. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Brian Brzee, a first-round pick there on the stop. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
75 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Hooker now on first down. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Hooker.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Lions. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Carr going to try and throw on third down.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
And this one's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Carr completes it. Oh, a heck of a move. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
The Carr's throw, meanwhile, going to be looked in by Olave.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Here's Hooker. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down by 13. A little under 2.5 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now! What's up?
They run. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Carr to throw.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because
and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.